I make movies for me, but I think it's important as a filmmaker to consider your audience and to appease your audience, because if you're, there are people that are like, I solely make movies for myself, but I think that there has to be some sort of purpose to why you're making a movie. You can't just, if it's a purpose of like helping yourself or trying to figure something out, that's fine, you're doing something for yourself. But I think it's important to if you have an idea that you want to express to a lot of people, that you consider your audience, who they are, how they're going to receive the information that you're giving them, and I don't know, it's important to keep in mind your demographic. The special effects that we're going to be using are green screening, also the black thing where they hide the hands, because some of the shots are going to have like these kind of like cheesy like things suspended in space that are on rods with people's hands holding them, but all of that's going to be revealed.
Teaching's it's a complicated thing to just go into feelings about teaching. Some days are great, some days are, days you beat yourself up on. But I guess the best thing about it is you're constantly surprised by what the person you're interacting with, because you can't ever anticipate what they're going to do. In your head what you try to do in your own work, but when you work with a student, they're either discovering the medium for the first time or they have just a completely different outlook. And it's always really exciting to discover their projects as they do. My name is Todd Raviotta, and I am a freelance professional filmmaker and an educator in the arts of video and film. You get in touch with him and make sure that we have the suit again so that we can work on the logo. You've got it? Can you get it?
Right now?
Yeah, because we'll want to do some measurements on the logo so that we can start getting that together. Okay, and then we need to do the chair stuff. Where are we with that? Where are we got with that? On the few days that you've been able to come see my teaching environment at the Governor's School, Maggie Walker Governor's School, and at VCU in the photography and film department. At Maggie Walker, you saw sort of what it's like to teach in a high school environment. That was my digital video senior seminar. I had 2 sections, and we make short films from, the writing process to the editing process and the shooting process. We primarily take place in the school. The kids come to me for an hour and 45 minutes, and during that time, every day we do something. If it's script ideas, research, writing, editing, shooting, something happens during that time. And the particular shoot you saw was for a chair infomercial, just based on the chairs that these students sit in for 8 hours a day, and how uncomfortable they are, and they've been in those chairs for 4 years because they're seniors. We focused an entire mock infomercial based on that.
Sam, since the dawn of time, man has always had a chair. First, there was the Lonely Rock. Then came the kindergarten chair. After that, man upgraded to the tree stump. Eventually, Maggie Walker School was able to buy Einstein chairs. Now we are proud to have the ultimate in chairs, the Super Chair 3000.
Zoinks, Ted! A little slow.
It's okay. All right, I'll see you.
What was that whole thing that I said?
At VCU, for my animation course, we were doing some group projects where I wanted to bring the teams together so that as everyone kind of gets how time-consuming animation is and how focused you've got to be on an animation crew, not just a film crew, but just working in a closed environment and every detail you add shows up on the camera. We had 2 different groups shooting 2 very different projects. One was a parody of a Girls Gone Wild, you know, trash exploitation video, but with construction paper bananas. Can we trim that?
I'm gonna make it red first. Is she falling off the bed? Yep.
And the other was a little bit more highbrow puppet animation with really nice sets and some really great lighting for the story of Achilles. You know, every class I go to, just seeing the end results is amazing. A lot of times with professional work that comes out on television or in the movie theaters, I don't go and see. I don't have the time. And watching student films and watching people discover the medium that means a lot to me is really encouraging. I mean, it's actually exciting to see someone make a short project and have them finish it, and it's either really funny or technically something I haven't seen or, you know, touching. But, you know, at the end of, you know, every day of teaching, I find that it makes me more excited about my own work than if I was doing strictly my own work at the level I'm at. I would definitely be getting burned out a lot more.
Has come out about Senator Grant Edwards' recent disappearance. Senator Edwards was found tied up and smothered to death in a motel off Route 65. The hotel manager didn't notice. You feel better, Philip?
I must be losing my mind.
No, not at all. In fact, I've admired your mind for years. You sit there all day alone. A documentary on one channel, war, game, movies, news, and you don't give a damn about any of it. You're hardened. You don't even talk to your family. You don't need friends. What happened to the Philip who took command? The guy who wanted to do something with his life?
Hello? No, you've got the wrong number. Please stop calling. Okay?
I make weird films. They sometimes are really accessible to people, and oftentimes they're films that people don't necessarily get the first time, but hopefully visually and the way they're put together through the editing and the performances are something that someone wants to watch again. They don't necessarily know why, but they'll